everybody to the Town of Waterboro Planning Board meeting for February 5th, 2025. Angela, can we start with roll call, please?
Rick Bandura.
Here.
James Farias.
Here.
Rebecca Higgins.
Here.
Stacy Walker.
Here.
Diane Gray is enjoying her anniversary in Florida.
Well, happy anniversary. Next is public hearing, which we don't have. So next on the agenda is old business, which we also don't have. So next is new business, which is Irie, am I saying that right? Irie, Bliss, Wellness, Blueberry Road, Sandy Bernier, informational regarding a green cemetery.
Hi. Sorry I did it just in time. Do you want me to sit or stand?
I guess first to present what you're
Yeah, I'm just
proposing.
wanting to kind of introduce myself and just kind of get a read on the town. My name is Sandy. I lived in Waterboro until I was 7, and then I moved to Lyman, and I went to Massachusetts High School. Been in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts for 28 years. And sorry about that. I have several businesses, and I am looking to bring my energy and my money back home. Couple of questions that I have. One of them is regarding hemp. I know that I've talked about the cemetery. This is kind of, I'm not trying to derail
but the agenda item is about the
It's about the cemetery, right? So
So
okay,
let's start with that.
Okay, we'll start with that. So I have many businesses. One of them is a 501c3 benevolent charity. And my dream is to have a green forest cemetery that eventually my grandkids can climb on me and I'll be a tree. So I wanted to make sure that that was appropriate use of the land. I am passionate about conservation and protecting the water. I wanted to illuminate the fact that I got a letter like a month ago from a shell company from Wyoming that they clearly were just trying to buy my land, the neighbor's land, another neighbor's land, and they're obviously from China. So I'm passionate about defending the water, and so I would like, just to illuminate that, I care, and I want people in the town to know, and the old people to know, that they might get these letters, and we should know who's trying to buy it. So I called the number. It was funny, it was like, you can call to accept our offer 24 hours a day. And I was like, oh, that's interesting, right?
Yeah.
So I called.
Can we talk about the cemetery? And what
Yeah,
your plan
I mean, the
is?
cemetery is just like it's a dream that I have, but I'm just trying to paint like a picture of like what I'm trying to defend and what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
So the cemetery is like, I'm gonna become a green funeral director. I don't exactly know what I'm gonna do. You can become water, you can become a tree, you can become wine. Like there's a lot of things that we can do with this body that we have.
Okay.
And I wanna make sure that I present to people all the options, because not all of us wanna be in a casket.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
That's the cemetery, but that's also way down the road. But in general, what I just want to say is that, there's like a bigger picture here. So do I have to get on an agenda for each of the things that I want to do?
Well, it depends on whether it affects this board. So we're about zoning,
Yep.
period.
Perfect. Yeah.
So that's the reason why the cemetery is on
Is
this
on,
agenda.
is on it, right.
So if
to
you have other stuff,
Yeah.
then you'll have to present that to the
Totally.
town and
Yeah,
figure
no.
out where it lands, but.
Yeah.
So how much work have you done on the cemetery itself?
The cemetery itself, like I said, is more just like I wanted to make sure that it was zoned appropriately for the cemetery. In order to have a cemetery, I needed to know from the zoning board, can I place a church, a chapel there for the funerals? Because like we would have ceremony, we would have the funeral, and then we would bury people at the same time. So is it zoned for a church, the same land?
What I think that's it's.
Just double checking.
So this is a new project that you're thinking
It's
about?
totally new, yeah, no, and like I said, I just wanted to kind of get to know you guys and.
Have you
introduce
contacted the
myself.
state in regards to the cemetery and all the
The
permits and things that are needed?
state, no, because again, the cemetery would kind of be after I have a structure to have the ceremony. So I wanted to ask you more about that, like can I have a church and build a ceremony space for funerals? I can't really start planning the cemetery until I'm sure that I can build the church, right? Because we would have the ceremony and then we would get buried.
Right, but you also want to make sure you will be able to do this, the cemetery, if that's what your whole plan is.
Right.
Yeah, the
So I
cemetery
wanted to-
is
I kinda started with
conditional
the
use
I
in
wanted
the
to start
zone.
with the
Right.
cemetery.
But the
to make sure.
cemetery is governed by the state.
That's
So-
what I thought,
so- Yeah,
yeah.
so there's
So I wasn't aware of
definite
that.
conditions of the state,
Yeah.
yeah, it's under the CDC controls those permits.
Okay, I didn't know that, so thank you. So I would start with the state as far as the cemetery.
Churches are permitted.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's, okay.
So
Because
then
again-
that, you need to talk to the code enforcement officer though about, you know, zoning and setbacks and things like that. Any building that you build, you have to
Of course.
do that.
Right, I just am trying to figure out where to start.
But you're saying, Michaela, the zoning allows the church.
Right, so that's my
part of it-
point. I
That
wouldn't
part of
have-
it, you're okay.
This is why I needed to ask. Like,
Right.
yeah, I wouldn't have a cemetery if I can't have a church.
Yeah.
So,
As
okay.
far as size and setbacks and all that
Right,
stuff.
so that would go through the normal
That would go
process
through
with
the
Mike,
normal-
yeah.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is that
Okay,
Okay,
conditional
so
use
that's, I
for
guess why I'm
a
here.
church?
So I kind of
Permitted.
just need to know who I would talk to regarding,
Because it's F and A, right? Or A and R.
That was A&R.
A and R, it's permitted, yeah.
is because it's agriculture, is that what does that mean, A&R?
Agriculture and residential district. is
Okay,
the-
so a church is allowed.
Mhm.
Okay, because again, I
Where-
needed to just make sure that,
So where is the property?
it's on Blueberry Road. If you go Star Hill, it's kind of the part that's discontinued, so it'd be a,
Star Hill, off of West Road.
Mhm.
Okay. If you keep going,
Off of Star Hill,
off of Star Hill.
right?
Mhm.
No, Blueberry.
There's two.
But I thought, wasn't Star Hill off
Isn't
of
Blueberry
Blueberry?
way
There's two
down by
ways in.
Ross Corner as well?
Yeah, so
Or
if you
does
are
it-
at Ross Corner and you take a left,
Yeah.
and you come down Star Hill, take a right, Blueberry's right there, come up, the road becomes discontinued at
Okay.
850 Blueberry's when you stop plowing, and then I'm up along the way.
I think I know
She's
roughly
closer
where
to the
that is.
west one there.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So again, I'm just trying to see which comes first, the chicken or the egg, and
Right.
when I'm allowed
Next
to
step,
do-
Angela, would be for her to come back and talk to Mike, right?
Yeah, you have the zoning ordinance in front of you, right?
Yeah,
So the church is allowed in
Mhm.
the AR.
yeah.
So your next step is to come back to talk to the code enforcement officer.
Okay.
Just double check things like, you know, how many seats you plan to have, will influence how much parking you'll need, and,
So Mike who?
Gilpatrick.
Gotcha.
he's the code enforcement officer.
Okay. Okay. Like I said, I just needed to make sure if I'm gonna have a cemetery, there's things that I need to know about before I plan that.
Yep, yep. So just make an appointment with him and,
Okay,
Sandy, just email me tomorrow.
sounds good.
We'll get an appointment set up.
Okay.
I'm a contract town planner.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
Awesome. Yeah, I just didn't really know who to talk to, where to start, so it sounds like I need to start with Mike.
yep.
Awesome. Thank
Yep.
you.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate your time.
All right, so next on the agenda are minutes from previous meetings. So first is December 4th. Any corrections, edits?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Remove my name from James's name.
Under roll call, under present.
I was absent that day, but under adjournment, evidently I made a motion.
It must have been from far away.
We said so. We went with
That's all I have for rest of them.
it. Any other questions? Can I get it? We'll do all of them. December 18th, there was no meeting, so we're good with that one. And then the last one is January 8th. Any questions, concerns, edits?
Broke subdivision. Combining all the lots, I remember that one. One lot, two large lots, one on each side, maintain. That looks good.
All right. If I could get a motion to approve the minutes from December 4th, December 18th, and January 8th.
I motion to approve the minutes from December 4th, December 18th, and January 8th.
I'll second that.
All those in favor? All right. Next on the agenda is communication. Do we have anything? No. Next is miscellaneous. Anything there? Leaves us only with adjournment.
I'll make a motion to
All
adjourn.
right.
Second one.
All those in favor? We are done.